obviously Bernie and I are on the same team politically, but there are some healthcare things like price transparency where actually I think he and President Trump are both right that there's nothing that you go to Starbucks, right? You buy coffee, you know how much you're getting, you know how much it's costing you.
Vice President-elect JD Vance was hospitalized to undergo what officials have described as a life-saving surgery. Known for his rise from author and commentator to a prominent political figure, his health news comes weeks before his scheduled inauguration on January 20th. Although his spokesperson described the procedure as long-planned and minor, the timing has sparked public concern. Details of the recent surgery. JD Vance's hospitalization came as a surprise to many, especially given the critical timing. Just days after being sworn in for his Senate term, Vance underwent a procedure described as long-planned and relatively minor. His spokesperson reassured the public, stating, quote, "JD is doing well and is expected to return to work soon." The surgery took place at George Washington University Hospital, where Vance was treated by a team of specialists. While the exact nature of the operation remains undisclosed, it's believed to be linked to a sinus condition for which he sought treatment in the past. Despite the initial concerns raised by media reports, Vance's office was quick to emphasize that his recovery would be swift. With the inauguration drawing near, ensuring that the vice president-elect is fit to take office has become a focal point. His team reiterated that he remains committed to his responsibilities and will fully participate in the upcoming events surrounding the inauguration. "I am grateful for the excellent care I've received," Vance reportedly said following the procedure. JD Vance's health history. Though JD Vance has generally maintained a low profile regarding his personal health, a few instances of medical issues have come to light over the years. His recent surgery wasn't entirely unexpected to those familiar with his history of sinus problems. Reports indicate that he's dealt with recurring sinus infections, which occasionally required medical intervention. This condition, while not life-threatening under normal circumstances, can become complicated if left untreated, prompting the decision for surgery. Throughout his political career, Vance has rarely addressed personal matters unless directly relevant to his role or public responsibilities. His focus has largely remained on policy and governance. But following the announcement of his surgery, many political allies expressed support and well wishes. One anonymous Senate colleague noted, quote, "JD has always been resilient. He's not the type to let something like this keep him down for long." Implications for the upcoming inauguration. With the inauguration just weeks away, JD Vance's surgery has raised questions about his readiness to fully participate in one of the most significant moments of his political career. Set to be sworn in as VP alongside President-elect Donald Trump, Vance's role during the ceremony is crucial. Traditionally, the vice president-elect takes an active part in key inaugural events, including the oath of office and various public appearances. Despite the timing of his surgery, his team has assured the public that he will be present and able to fulfill his duties without interruption.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Vice President-elect JD Vance has invited the Middletown Marching Band to perform at the presidential inauguration.
The upcoming inauguration is expected to draw significant attention given the high-profile nature of Trump's return to the presidency. Vance, as vice president-elect, has already played a prominent role in shaping the administration's agenda. This moment isn't just about politics, it's about the future we're building together, he said in a recent interview. His words underscore the importance of continuity and leadership during a period marked by political and social change. Even with a brief recovery period ahead, all signs point to Vance standing ready to take office when the nation turns its attention to Washington on January 20th. JD Vance's role in the next presidential term.
We're going to cover Americans with pre-existing conditions. In fact, a lot of my family members have gotten health care. I believe, members of my family actually got private health insurance, at least for the first time, switched off of Medicaid onto private insurance for the first time under Donald Trump's leadership.
As vice president-elect, JD Vance is poised to play a key role in shaping the direction of the incoming administration. His partnership with President-elect Donald Trump is expected to bring a renewed focus on issues such as economic revitalization, national security, and government reform. Known for his candid approach to politics, Vance has often emphasized the importance of bridging divides and finding practical solutions to long-standing problems. In a recent public statement, he remarked, "Our goal isn't just to lead, it's to serve every American, no matter where they come from or what they believe." Throughout the campaign, he stood out for his emphasis on middle-class concerns and his commitment to addressing regional disparities in economic growth. His background, growing up in a working-class Ohio family, gives him a good perspective on these issues. This relatability, combined with his sharp political instincts, have earned him widespread support. Over the next 4 years, he's expected to lead several key initiatives, including efforts to strengthen rural economies and improve healthcare access. His close alliance with Trump will likely ensure that his voice carries significant weight within the administration. Observers anticipate that Vance's ability to balance loyalty with independent thinking will be crucial as he helps steer the government through the challenges ahead. Senate seat succession. With JD Vance preparing to step into the role of vice president, his soon-to-be vacant Senate seat has become a topic of intense political speculation. According to Ohio state law, the governor is responsible for appointing a temporary replacement until a special election can be held. Governor Mike DeWine has indicated he'll announce his decision shortly after Vance officially resigns from the Senate. This appointment is critical as it will ensure Ohio continues to have full representation during a transitional period marked by significant legislative priorities. Several prominent figures have emerged as potential candidates to fill Vance's seat. Among the frontrunners are Jane Timken, former chair of the Ohio Republican Party, and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy. Both have close ties to the current administration and are viewed as politically aligned with Vance's conservative platform. Reports suggest that President-elect Trump may play a behind-the-scenes role in influencing the selection, given his long-standing relationship with the Ohio Republican leadership. When asked about the process, Vance expressed confidence in the governor's ability to choose a capable successor, stating, quote, "Ohio deserves a leader who will continue to fight for its people, just as I have tried to do during my time in the Senate." Regardless of who's appointed, the special election scheduled for November is expected to be highly competitive. Community engagement and support. JD Vance's rise to national prominence has always carried a deep connection to his Ohio roots. As news of his surgery spread, messages of support poured in from across the state. Perhaps one of the most touching displays of community pride comes from the decision to have a marching band from Vance's hometown perform during the upcoming inauguration. The band's selection highlights the strong ties Vance has maintained with his home state throughout his political journey. In response to the announcement, he shared, quote, "It means a lot to see the people who shaped me take part in such an important moment." Vance's political philosophy and leadership style.
Dana, first of all, Project 2025 is not affiliated with the Trump campaign. Kevin Roberts is a friend of mine, but I wouldn't say that he speaks for the president in the same way I wouldn't say that he speaks for me.
JD Vance's approach to politics has always reflected a balance between pragmatic conservatism and a deep-rooted understanding of the struggles faced by working-class Americans. His upbringing in a small Ohio town where he witnessed the economic challenges of post-industrial communities shaped his worldview and political priorities. These experiences are central to his political philosophy, which emphasizes economic opportunity, national security, and cultural renewal. Vance's well-known memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, offers a personal account of these formative years and serves as a lens through which he frames many of his policy positions. As vice president, he's expected to bring a grounded, no-nonsense style to the administration. Throughout his Senate career, he gained a reputation for being straightforward and willing to challenge both political opponents and party allies when necessary. Quote, "I believe in the potential of every American, regardless of where they come from or what they've been through," he once said. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think JD Vance will make a good VP? Let us know in the comments section below.